Cool update. Let me pull this information up. This is your astrological update because we had I'm a few days behind and we're fine because it's in retrograde all the way up until December 4th. We have Jupiter that went into retrograde just as Venus exited retrograde. So basically on September 3rd, we had um, Venus, excuse me, because Mercury's in retrograde too, so I cannot speak properly, but we'll get it out. We had Venus exit retrograde. Venus retrograde ended, and the very next day on September 3rd, Venus retrograde ended, and on the very next day, we had Jupiter go into retrograde. So, um, we still have the same number, which is 5 planets in retrograde currently. We currently have Mercury in retrograde, and that is in retrograde until September 15th. And the energy expires officially around the 25th, which is the post retrograde period, which we call the post shadow period. So we'll be looking at being finished with Mercury retrograde energy around September 25th. Um, we have Neptune in retrograde, and that stays retrograde up until December 6th. We have Saturn in retrograde, and that stays retrograde up until, let me find it, November 4th. And then we have Uranus in retrograde, and that doesn't end all the way until January 27th. Okay. All right. So basically, 24th or 27th. I don't know why I have them both here. I don't know why, what my reasoning was when I wrote this, but I wrote this months ago. So I could not tell you. I did this at the beginning of the year. So basically, like I said, we have Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, and Mercury all in retrograde. And like I said, we have remained with 5 planets in retrograde consistently for the better part of the summer because this all started right around May. Right around May, because we had in May we had Pluto go in Saturn. In June we had Saturn go in Neptune. We also had Neptune go in June, and then we had Venus as well go in July. So just as Jupiter is going into retrograde, we had Venus come out. Like I said, Venus ended retrograde on September 3rd, and then the 4th, Jupiter jumped right in there. So we still have 5 planets currently in retrograde. Not to mention, we're going through, I would say, as far as your full moons, we are going through some of the roughest energies I think it is, because we hit the Pisces full moon, and then we will hit the Aries full moon up next. And those are some pretty powerful energy full moons that we have been going through and experiencing. So, and before that was Aquarius. So those are some pretty rough energies, especially coupled with all of these retrograding planets. Now, that being said, I do have, hold on, I have my moderator messaging me. Oh, let me get logged into the chat. I have 4 people watching and 2 likes, so thank you very much. And let me get logged into the chat. Bear with me. I am tired. I have had one of those days where you just wake up and you just are up. And I'm a night person, so that's rough. I've had about maybe 3 hours sleep, and here I am. So, let me get logged into the chat. Okay. Okay. And my grandson messaging me about his laundry. All right, let me get the pinned post up. And then, okay, so, all right, um, so Jupiter, me mom's working, don't come in here crying, ma'am. You wanna watch TV? Of course you would come in here, what, something different than you've been watching. Okay. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Jupiter is retrograding. It's gonna start in Aries for a little while, and then it's going to move into Taurus. So basically, Jupiter goes retrograde, went retrograde in Taurus, and at some point it'll transit through Aries. But goodness, and it does it. Oh, it actually goes direct on December 30th. Okay, so I had it off. So okay, so that's what the post shadow period actually is, the 30th. So its post shadow period is quite a while. What your pre and post shadow periods when the planet is retrograding are, it doesn't just completely slow down instantly. Just like if you're driving in your car, you can't just bam hit the gas and go from 0 to 60. It you have to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you have to accelerate. And it takes a period of time to accelerate. And so for the planet to slow down, it slows down slowly and then it speeds up slowly. So it's like when we say pre-shadow, that's like an acceleration period, and when we say post-shadow, that's like a deceleration period where it's actually the planet is actually slowing down and returning to speeding back up. Beginning pre would be decelerating because it's slowing down, and post would be accelerating because it's speeding back up to its normal speed. Okay, I got that right. So I use a car analogy, and so I anyway. So basically, um, so it make well here it says I read elsewhere that it was so here it says it's saying it's staying in the retrograde phase while it is in the house of Taurus. So, as the ruler of protection, abundance, luck, Jupiter is one of the most sought after planets. It's the like I said, it is the planet of expansion. It magnifies everything that it touches, whether it's positive or negative. So be very careful of that energy moving forward. If something is anything that you're going through or experiencing is going to seem 10 times better or worse than it actually is. So that's cautious, and I know it's you're trying to think of how things could be bad in the positive or too positive, but if you look at the way a relationship works, if you are at the time in a new relationship, and it's in that phase where you've got those rose colored glasses on, and you're trying to see the person for the best and only the best and nothing but the best, you're going to possibly miss some red flags, because you're going to be seeing this is a great and wonderful person and chance and opportunity, and it might not be so. It's just going to be a little bit magnified at the given time. So be aware that the energies that you are experiencing may be either under or overrated, or you're going to be blowing any and everything out of proportion during the current Jupiter energy. What's up?
A cat had got abandoned and found its way into a capybara in a zoo. And the cat, the capybara habitat is officially Oyen's home. Zoo staff has indicated that Oyen and the capybaras are happy and healthy with no signs of distress. So they're happy to let the friendship continue. And while Oyen has been spotted snacking on some leafy greens with his friends, he is fed his own cat-friendly diet by the zoo. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every day. And you can see more from Oyen.
What's that is sweet. The animals aren't even prejudiced. People ought to be ashamed of themselves. They really should. Okay, so when Jupiter is direct in Taurus, it creates growth, abundance, and in material things, growth and abundance and progress. And so Taurus oversees money and material possessions and love, because it is ruled by Venus. So these are the areas, and aren't those all the things we love? We love our material things. We love our people that we love, and our relationships and things of that nature. So that's the area this is more than likely going to be felt in. For those of you who are in a, because also with the Saturn retrograde, and Saturn is the planet of karmic return. So that's going to be an energy that right now, what's really going to be highlighted is what type of energy you put out there. What type of energy have you exhibited? Have you exhibited positive or negative energy? And you need to look at how that is going to currently be returned to you under that Saturn retrograde energy. And so that coupled with the Jupiter retrograde energy, which is luck and expansion, whether you're going to cash in or whether you're going to fall short, greatly depends on how you have been in the eyes of God, Source, Spirit, the ancestors, and the universe, and not how you have outwardly projected to be, because we can act like we're doing great, but on the inside, it might on the other side, or on the under the inner lying layers, it might not be so great. It might be rotten. You ever grab a piece of fruit and didn't know it was bad till you cut till the middle, or you got in the middle? Potatoes are like that. If you've ever had to slice any real potatoes, you can get to the middle of a potato and think you're doing good, and two slices in, then there's just this ugly patch, and you got to throw the whole damn thing in the trash. So it's that type of energy. It's what's really going on, what's really in your heart, what energy have you really been exhibiting, and what it is that you will be, and that will help determine what it is that you receive and how you benefit or not during this Jupiter retrograde energy. So we're going to be looking at our money. We're going to be looking at our material values. We're going to be looking at our you have juice in the kitchen on the counter. That me mom made you. Go look on the on the counter in the kitchen. You have some more juice in there that me mom made you.
Is that coffee?
Yes.
Okay, I just need to take a sip so I can tell this.
Okay. But you got juice. Go look in the kitchen on the counter.
Oh shit, mommy, that's sweet.
I know. I love it. It's got a lot of ice though. It'll water down. All right, she's got to go out to work, baby girl. Okay, so basically, we're going to be and it's going to kind of be moving a little slow. So if it looks like, however this is going to affect you, it's going to be gradual over the next few months. If you're going to have a windfall, it's not going to be instant, immediate, or spontaneous. It's going to slowly creep up on you over the next few months, you'll start to see, because like I said, it's in retrograde all the way until both of these planets actually are pretty much in retrograde. Well, Saturn is until November, but Jupiter is going all the way until December. And so, no, what? Come here, I will try to help you. You're going to have to go ask Tario if you need any more help, because Mima is really working right now. Come, hurry up. Aubrey, you have to plug in. Go get the Mima's charger over there and plug in, because your battery is dead. Find it and plug in. Okay, so it's going to be a gradual thing. Don't expect to hit the lottery or anything like major or quick, but it's like over the next few months you should see an increase in abundance or decrease. Like I said, this is all going to depend on your energetic karma that you have put out into the world, into the universe. So if luck is on your, if because luck can go either good or bad. So if luck is on your side in the positive, you will see growth and expansion. If it is not, then you shall not. And that is that. Okay. So we're also as a whole, as a people, going to be moving more cautious. If there are any new deals, new projects, new endeavors, and new people, we may be a little more cautious about getting into situations across the board. Okay? But when it does happen, and when we do decide, we will be sure. This is like a slow and steady wins the race type of energy that we are looking at and we are dealing with. Okay? So, all right, so let's see. It's going to encourage high spirits, self-esteem, and self-confidence, especially in the material realm, especially while we are in Virgo and during Virgo season. Um, if we are overdoing anything or overindulging, that is going to be brought to the light as well. And the universe will find a way to cause you to check yourself on that and on those endeavors. Um, the kitty in here, the kitty under the table. And then we will move into Scorpio season. No, Libra should be up next. It's not even talking about. Did they just skip? We just go skip Libra? We just. So I guess maybe Libra's just not going to have a major effect. Oh, that's why they're highlighting. So Jupiter in Scorpio is being highlighted because it's going to bring some painful endings. Apparently, it's going to be some painful endings. That's clearing out of energies. So this is like you're clearing out of energies before the end of the year. That's going to be taking place. So look at anything, or you'll be looking at anything that no longer serves your greatest and highest of good, and possibly that you have done in excess or not enough. And those energies are going to be cleared out. And you're also going to be moved to indulge in some extravagant behavior. So watch your spending, watch your alcohol intake, watch your food and drug intake. Don't smoke too much weed. Okay? Don't drink too much Henny. or Bacardi, whatever it is that you're drinking on. Try to keep yourself. Try not to party too much. Try not to, lay on your back with your legs in the air or between somebody's legs too much. I have a 3-year-old in the room. And so try to keep a rein on those types of activities. Don't overdo it. Then Then we have Mercury. Mercury is not going to be out of retrograde for long. So, because Mercury ends retrograde on September, the post shadow energy ends on September 25th. But then we're going right back into Mercury retrograde. We got 2 months apiece, y'all. We go right back into Mercury retrograde around December. Where is it? December 13th. So the pre-shadow period will actually begin on November 25th. And so we got a good 6 weeks, if that. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a good solid 8 weeks. We got about 8 weeks of peace, and then we roll right back into Mercury retrograde energy with all of these planets still. Well, Pluto ends in October, so we'll be down to 4 planets. Saturn ends in November, so we'll be down to 3 planets. Um, Scorpio, nope. We'll be down to 3 planets with Uranus and Jupiter still rolling in retrograde. Neptune ends in December, so we'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4 planets pretty much in retrograde from November to December, and right on through January we'll be down to 3. So it'll be a little bit better, but not much because Pluto is in there for the long. When does Pluto end? Okay, no, it ends in October. So basically, as we move Mercury, when Mercury goes into, no, it's not actually in. Jupiter receives a trine from Mercury in Capricorn as it prepares to go retrograde. But during that point, it will be forming a sextile with Saturn in Pisces, and that will bring us major financial growth and all kinds of achievements in the months to come. So that's awesome. That's looking for a awesome. That's leading up to an awesome beginning of 2024. If 2023 has been rough, which it has been, it's been fun, but it's still been kind of a lot for me, and I was highly have been disappointed with that because I was born in 1975 and this is year of the rabbit, and I'm like, yes, this is going to be my year, and really it's been a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. So it's been fun though for some of it. I've done a lot. Let's say that. So basically it's going to be pretty intense, pretty much moving through the fall and winter retrogrades. And so, just looking at how it's just a lot. There's a lot here, and it's a lot to cover. This is why I've done individual reads for each planet as we have gone into retrograde. So, if you go to my playlist and you look at astrological updates, there are individual reads for each and every planet that we have had and will have, including Mercury, up until the end of the year. So this will be the last one that I need to do for the planets that don't stay in retrograde a lot. They have longer periods, but there's only one round of these planets in retrograde um, per year, and as opposed to with Mercury where we have it go retrograde 3 or 4 times a year. So I will be doing another set of Mercury retrograde energy checkups and update videos coming up next time when we move into December. But the one for this current Mercury retrograde is posted there as well. So make sure that you go ahead and check that out. Let's see. So basically, Jupiter, expansion, growth, and abundance, but coupled with Saturn, can also lead to um, a negative effect of that if your karma is not in check, if your energy is not in check. So this is growth and abundance if your energy and your karma is in the right place, and this is stagnancy and the universe karma kicking you in your bootate if your energy that you have exerted has not been exemplament retrograde exemplary and positive. Okay? All right. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Bear with me. We all in retrograde together. So we're all in this together. All right. Moving forward. Hush. Mima got to sing. All right. So as I go through these zodiac signs, I'm going to call spirit in just a minute because I have not done so. I will be going through each and every zodiac sign, and I will be pulling two cards to ask spirit for a message, or ask the universe, really is who we should be talking to, for a message in regard to how this is going to affect each and every zodiac sign. Now, in addition to your sun sign, with this reading, you are going to check your rising sign as well. These are going to resonate for either or both your sun sign and your rising sign. So as I move through, I will be saying sun and rising. Let me put myself a note because we have it geared people, and I need to say something different. So as I go through each and every zodiac sign, I will be telling you how it's going to, the Jupiter retrograde is going to affect each of your each of your zodiac signs, and you are going to want to check for your sun sign and your rising sign with these reads as well. Now, if you do not know how to find your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, you must know in order to accurately find your rising sign without my help. If you need help, I can help you find it without your time of birth, but sometimes I can narrow it down, sometimes I cannot. It depends on what went on in the ethers and in the heavens during your date of birth. Sometimes it didn't move much, sometimes it moved a whole lot, and I can't help you. But usually I can narrow down your moon sign pretty accurately or dead on point. However, your rising sign is a whole nother ball game, and we pretty much need to call mom, call dad, or order your birth certificate and look at what time you were born. I don't know why you people, the pregnant mothers, expectant mothers, mothers of young children, tell your child their birth story. That is the beginning of their little tiny people's lives. How dare you not tell them about the day, time, and events leading up to and on the day of their birth? That is the beginning of their entire life. Tell your children their birth story, because I can never recall a time in my life that I did not know what time I was born, because Jackie made sure that I knew. Okay, tell your children their birth story. It is important. It's like beginning a book without the first chapter. Huh? And where they do that at? Okay, you can't pick up watching the series. Some of y'all don't read anymore, but you can't start off watching the Bridgerton series at episode number 4 or 5. You got to start at the beginning so that you can know what went on. Try watching Game of Thrones without watching the first episodes or the first few seasons. Let's let's be logical now. Let's be real. Okay? So, we are in Virgo season, and the way that it works here at Mission Joy's Tarot is, if it is your birthday season, you go first throughout your season in every all signs read that I do, so that Aries is not always first and Pisces is not always last. So, that being said, I have shuffled my zodiac placement cards, and they are shuffled in a random order so that it is not Aries first and Pisces last. And so Virgo will go first throughout their season. We are still in Virgo season. So happy birthday to you all, Virgo. Virgos, your birthday bonus read is posted under birthday bonus reads playlist. And you can go check that out at any given time that you may run across any of these videos, any of those videos for the foreseeable year, because it is a message about your entire year, not just your birthday day, as in your month. Okay? All right, so I think we pretty much covered everything. So remember, this is for your sun and your rising. I am going to put a link to Astro Cafe for those of you who are interested and know your time of birth, to enter it and get your moon and rising sign if you are able. Okay. If you are not able, you can reach out to me. I might be able to have and to help you, but I am not making any promises if you do not have your time of birth, at least in general, at least down to the half hour or hour. Okay. All right. So we're going to start here. Wait, we need to call spirit. My bad. We cannot ignore the spirit. Spirits of the ancestors, gods and goddesses, guardians and watchers, please be here to deliver a positive and accurate message for all of those who come here seeking wisdom and knowledge of us this evening. Only the spirits that I call here and mean us the greatest and highest of good are welcome here. Please protect us from evil and negativity. Guide us toward love and light, healing, prosperity, abundance, and clarity. Do not feed the cat people food, okay? Eat your own food. Okay? The kitty cannot have people food. Okay? All right. Just gotta relay that message because she be trying to feed the cat. Okay, Virgo. Virgo at 34. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. No. 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 Bad reader. Bad reader. Virgo. Sun and Rising. Virgo, Sun and Rising, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading. We are going to pull 2 cards and see what the universe has. Do not give the kitty people food. All right? Okay. And let's see what message the universe has for you. Hold on, I should have been ready because I'm really. Since the spring, you have been approaching life with so much gusto, Virgo. You have been trying new things, going to new exciting places, and meeting interesting people. However, if you have been spreading yourself too thin, you might be in need of a break. This retrograde will allow you to process all of the amazing experiences you've been having, as they most likely have been updating your overall philosophy of life to the changing times. So you and all of the retrograde energies that have been going on are experiencing an overhaul of your entire belief structure for the most part, Virgo, Sun and Rising. Let us go ahead and see what other messages the universe has for you. Okay. All right, once again, this is Virgo, Sun and Rising. for the Jupiter retrograde. The retrograde is going from September 4th to December, they said 30th. I'm going to have to re-look at it and possibly update the thumbnail and title, but we will find out. Right now, we're going to rock it out like this. We're going to kick it like this. All right, so the Chariot card, which is Cancerian energy, is the overall energy for you. The Empress card, the Two of Coins, and the Chariot card, movement, new things, and movement and forward progress. Things that basically are going to balance you. The Empress card, the Two of Coins, and then the Chariot card. So and then the Six of Swords. Which is Six of Wands, I'm sorry, which is celebration and success, triumph and winning. And under that, you have the Emperor card as well. So this energy is not only tying in Virgo with your birthday bonus read, go check that out. It is also tying in with the energy that comes from the information that I have here, because it's talking about new things, things that will serve you, things that will help you, things that will help you to become more stable and more balanced, and to achieve and conquer the goals, and to realize the manifestations that you have set forth, and the things that you want and desires, and bring them to fruition. So basically, don't let the kitty get your food. Well, move him. So basically, you might need to take him to Uncle Tario's room. So basically, this is about forward progress and movement and staying the course, and trusting the universe also to guide you along the proper path, and to use this energy to its maximum potential for my Virgos, sun and rising signs. Use this energy to its maximum potential in order to help you achieve what you need to achieve, get where you need to get, and reach those goals that you have set for yourself, and those goals and those aspirations. Okay. All right. I love you, Virgo. You got this. You have a plan in place. Now is the time to take movement, and make moves and act upon those plans in order to make it actually happen. Now is the time. All right, Virgo, let's go, let's go, let's go. I love you. Bye. Up next at 3913, we have Aries. Aries, sun and rising sign. Aries, sun and rising sign. This is your Jupiter retrograde energy. The Jupiter retrograde is currently going on, and it should end sometime around December something. I have to double check the date, but sometime about the middle to the end of December. So basically, and this is for your sun, and also check your rising sign. So if you're Aries, some of you are Aries, sun and rising. I know someone who is. So Aries, sun and rising, you most likely have seen your financial flow increase since mid-May. Yes. But have probably been spending more as well. This retrograde will assist you in reformulating a new budget that aligns with your new income, as well as your desired spending. It's almost likely that your personal value has increased. So if you own your own business, consider raising your rates. That seems to be a smart move, as Jupiter goes direct at year's end. Okay? All right. So basically, make your paper, boo-boo. Aries, this is about money. This is the time to be stacking. It's the time to be building. It's the time to be saving those chips. It's the time to be using your earning potential to its maximum capacity. Make that money. Let's get it, Aries. Let's get it. Close the door so the kitty don't come back in. Good girl. He hit you? It's okay. You took him in Tario's room? Okay, good girl. Who? The kitty? Mommy's not here. Nobody hit you. Sit down and eat. All right, Aries, Sun and Rising. Let's get your tarot message in addition to the aspects of how this retrograde will be affecting you. All right, Aries, Sun and Rising. Aries, Sun and Rising. The overall energy for you is the Eight of Wands. What? What did I say? Forward progress, forward movement. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Move, Aries. Move, soldiers. Move, emperors. The Nine of Wands is the overall energy for you. And the Knight of Swords. It's time to stop talking about it and be about it. It's time to put some action into place. It's time to make moves. It's time to get up and do what you've been saying you're going to do. And that's about it. That's about it. Make it happen. Excuse me. Make it happen. That's all. I love you. Bye. Make it happen. All right. Leo at 42:25. Leo, Sun and Rising. Leo, Sun and Rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde energy checkup and information. You've been killing it at the realm of career and are most likely exhausted. The good news is that this retrograde will allow you to catch your breath. Breathe, Leo, as you are as productively, excuse me, as productivity will be slower. This will allow you to cherry pick the projects that you should really be focusing on instead of trying to do them all at one time. Working with a coach or a mentor during these 4 months could prove to be a very good move as well. All right, Leo. Sun and Rising. Leo. Sun and Rising. The Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Swords as the overall energy for you. The Ten of Swords is the overall energy for you, Leo. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So you're going to have to, it looks like you're going to have to pick and choose. Leo, rising and sun and rising. You're going to have to choose. Um, Okay. All right. So, you're gonna have to choose. Basically, that's what it looks like, Leo. Excuse me, got a lot going on. You're going to have to pick and choose between some what you want more. You're going to have to prioritize what means the most to you. What do you feel is worth your time and your energy? What do you feel is worth your effort and your attention? Basically, where do you want your energy to go? And you may have to eliminate some of the things that are not serving you. You can't do it all. I mean, you can try, and I'm not here to tell you what you can and cannot do. That I am not. But if you find that at the end of the day, you're just worn down to the bone and to the bare minimum, you might have to make some decisions and say, you know what, I'm going to have to let some of this here go. And focus on what is really important to you. And what really stands out and what you really, because that part. I love you, Leo. That is all. Away with you. Away with you. All right. So Cancer at 4827. We have Cancer, and I don't have you queued. I'm slipping and kind of slipping. Oh, stumbling. Oh. Okay. Cancer, Sun and Rising. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. For some, this is your Jupiter retrograde reading. And why? I don't know. I need a new brand, y'all. I don't want to spend. I'm cheap, y'all. I don't want to spend money. I'll be reapplying because I can't spend. I'm not spending $50 for some shit that's gonna last me 30 days at the most. I can't. I'm cheap, y'all. My money could be. I could buy shoes. Sorry. Moving forward. Enough about my makeup. All right. For some time now, Cancer. That's what we on, right? Cancer. You've been coming out of your shell to collaborate with exciting people. A trend that has been deepening since mid-May, but if you've noticed that your energy is being spread in too many directions, Jupiter retrograde can help you retrieve your energy back. Call that energy on back. Get back into your vibe. Get back into yourself. To see, Jupiter can help you to retrieve your energy back to see which friendships and projects are really worth your time and effort, because once Jupiter goes direct, things will get more exciting. Oh my. Okay, so now is the time of, this is basically hitting your house of friendship and relationships. So basically, now is the time to look at make a list and look at what people benefit you and what fits into your fuck budget. Over at House of Oshun, shout out, big ups, big props to Miss Lulu. I love her to pieces, although I haven't been over there lately. I need to see what she be doing over there lately. I'll be busy. I haven't watched anybody. So I gotta go check her out. But shout out to Miss Lulu over at House of Oshun. Respect to said queen. Respect to the queen, the empress, the high priestess over there. She said the most profound thing, it sticks to me, and I say it here all the time. I give her props, her love, and her credit every time I bring this up here. But she says that people are two things, and one or two things in your life. They are an asset or a liability. They are an asset or a liability, and you need to treat them and file them accordingly. So sit yourself down. Sit yourself down and grab yourself a piece of paper. And then you're going to make a line down the middle of said paper. And you are going to think about everybody in your life, everybody that you lend energy to, and add some things into there too. Because if you spend time doing a bunch of shit that is not worth your time, you might want to put that there too. So, and then you're going to make a list. Which things are assets and which things are liabilities. And then you're going to eliminate every damn thing in the liability column. Because why? And if it's somebody, I've been posting a lot lately, and what's been coming into, I've been talking a lot about it and making a lot of posts about it on my Facebook page, that not my MissNJoy page, but my personal page. For those of you who are smart enough to figure out who I am and go find me, you're welcome to. My page is public. You don't even have to send a friend request. You can just go see what's on that page, and if you go to my MissNJoy page and you look enough, you'll see my government name. So you can find my regular page. Now, that being said, I've been posting a lot about energy vampires. And a lot of the things that people do not consider to be energy vampire, or sucking, or of the leeching of your, just sucking you dry just to the bone, just like a raisin, not even a prune, but a raisin, because you know it steps to that. But anyway, basically, eliminating those things and realizing and being real with yourself about some of those things that actually are. Because I've known some people who didn't realize, because that was one of my posts. There was a post where there was a very wise lady. I don't want to say her name because I don't want any type of infringement. But speaking about how your church, or your religious factor, if you believe one, you follow one, or you go there, they can take so much of your time and energy and money that you don't even realize that what you think is doing you good is actually doing you harm. Okay? So you have to watch your energy. You have to watch your energy. I knew it was something in my very first, with my oldest daughter's father. We would go to church, and her mother, his mother, her grandmother, my mother-in-law, the only one I've ever loved and loved me. Hi, Miss Debbie. Love you, Mama. I miss her. Had said to me, watch who lays, because you're pregnant. I was pregnant with my daughter. Don't let anybody lay hands on you, because you don't know whose energy. And I carry that to this day. Because my grandmother used to say something similar, but I never gave any thought to why that was necessary in church, because you assume that everybody is there for positivity, but everybody is not there for positivity. Some people are there to indeed be vampires of whatever resources that they can get out of you, be it financial, be it attention, be it time, be it energy, whatever. And so you need to be careful about who and what you lend your energy to. Not just people, but places and things as well. You can put too much energy into, I need to do my nails right now. Okay? So just be careful. Just be careful, because a lot of things can become consuming of yourself, because there's no way in hell you're going to ever convince me in my lifetime to spend more than an hour getting my hair done anywhere, an hour to two, because it might take me 2 hours getting up, going to the bathroom, grabbing a snack to twist my hair. Not anymore, but when I first started, maybe. I'm good now. It takes me maybe an hour. So, but I'm not sitting in the beauty salon for 4, 5, 6 hours. What? I could be making money. You got me fucked up. Instead of spending it. No, ma'am. No, sir. So, which is why I have lots now, because moving forward, let's get your tarot message. Cancers, watch out for those energy vampires. Eliminate people from your energy who do not serve your greatest and highest of good. Watch out for people who do not serve your greatest and highest of good, and eliminate them. And that is also a way of clearing out the negativity to bring in the positive. Because whether it's just a friend, or whether it's a romantic partner, or actually, especially if it's a romantic partner, how can you find the right people to be around if you're constantly surrounded with the wrong people? Because the right people, the right group of friends, or the right friend or associate might see you. The more positive person might see you around all those negative people and be like, nah, I can't fuck with them because they fuck with them. And or the same thing for a romantic partner. Sometimes you can have somebody that will judge you by who you are around. If you're the one moral woman in the group of hoes, who's gonna pick you out? People believe that Like attracts like, and if you're hanging with the hoes, then you must be one, male or female, because so, and then it goes for places as well. Sometimes you will see, I've actually said, I know that person goes here or goes there, or be at the club, or so I'm not dealing with that person. So, okay. I worked at a store once and a guy hit on me. I was like, sir, all you do is come in here all day and buy beer. If you don't move around, see, by association, he might have been a really great person, but if you buying 340 ounces a day, well, they're not all for me. Okay, well, you might need to get away from who has you running said errands, because it makes you look bad, and you look bad, and I'm not interested. So let's get into your energy, and then it says once you have cleared out what you need to clear out, more exciting and more positive things will come in for you. Same thing for a job. If you're on the wrong job and you're not getting your resume out there and still taking the time to go on interviews and network, you could be missing the job that is actually for you. The Hierophant card, which means that the Hangman, I'm sorry, the Hangman, which means that you need to be looking for different, new, enlightening, exciting things. You need to be looking for new and better ways of doing things. You need to be looking for ways of doing things different than you have in the past, because it has not served you up until this point, or you have come as far as you can with that. Sometimes you have come as far as you can. These people are not growing. You need to move on to a group of people who are. You've learned all you can from this situation. You need to move on from a situation that has more to teach you or that you can further benefit from. Sometimes you have gotten to the highest level. You have hit the glass ceiling at your job and you can't go any further, and you need to move on to a company that will allow you to grow. Do you get me? Do you hear what I'm saying? The Queen of Coins and the High Priestess. Yeah, and move on the low, because real gangsters move in silence. Okay, so you need to maybe possibly move on the low. You need to make sure you're doing what you need to do for you to get to be the best you. And quite honestly, when they say watch who you step on the way up, because you might see them on the way back down, I don't plan to come back down. I mean, I'll be nice and all, but if you got to go, you got to go, and I got to go. I love you. Bye. Up next, we have Aquarius at 5856. Said a lot to you, Cancer. Aquarius, sun, moon, nope. Aquarius, sun and rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading, and we are asking for a positive and accurate message for you. The retrograde, we're currently in the retrograde, and we're going to be in it until about the middle to end of December. I have to double check those dates because I've seen like 3 different dates in my research, so I need to pinpoint that, and I'll actually drop a recant of that in the comments, along with the timestamp and in the title and the thumbnail. I'm going to redo all of those when I lock down the actual date. So for you, Aquarius, home is where the heart is. Since the spring, you've been experiencing either physical or material growth in this area of your life. Perhaps you bought or moved into a new place or have a new family member. This retrograde will allow you to slow down this growth so you can make sure your foundations are stable for years to come. Taking time to settle is the vibe now to prepare you for this second wind. So this is a period of rest for you, Aquarius. You need to chill. You need to chill. You need to relax. You need to breathe. You've been getting it. You've been on the grind. You've been busting it open and busting it over. And you need to just let things work and take this break, and then let and get ready to go again. So just let it happen. All right, so we have the 3 of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant card. So it's telling you to stop and prepare for what's coming next, because what's coming next for you is more in the alignment of what you've been waiting for and what you've been preparing for. So it's like in school when you take quizzes, and then all year you take quizzes and you take tests and you take quizzes and you take tests, but they're preparing you for that final exam. Or when you're in college and you have to finally do something like take your medical board or your bar exam, or your state boards, or for whatever career that you're in or going into. This is that type of energy where this is like the final countdown. It's football season. Leave me alone. So, so this is the time for you to breathe and relax and take a break, because what's coming for you next is the real deal. It's what's going to happen. It's what's going to matter. It's what's going to stick. It's what's going to be important. It's the journey that you've been waiting to take. It's like the big trip, the last step, the big leap. You got this? All right. I love you, Aquarius. Get some rest, because it's about to get real. Love you. Bye. All right, up next we have Pisces at 102 flat. We're just going to say 102 flat. Pisces, sun and rising. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. This is your Jupiter retrograde energy check. And Pisces, since the spring, you have been in learning mode, most likely studying and learning about a subject that fascinates you. Feeding your mind has also been a theme. So as Jupiter goes retrograde, you will be called to reverse everything you have learned in order to fully absorb it. If you have been working on a communication related project like a book or a pitch, this is the perfect time to read it and see if the angle still resonates with what you're trying to convey. All right, so whatever you've been working on or studying, now is the time to realize if you really want to cling to it and apply it to your life. Is this really what I need to do? Is this really the direction I need to be taking? Is this really for me? Let's go ahead and get all right, the overall energy is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the overall energy, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So there's something here that you're more than likely going to find that is not resonating with you. It is not what you want. It is not for you. And you're going to be finding something different to do or a different direction to go. And you will rightfully justify it. And when you know that it's the right thing to do and the right move to make, you won't have any questions, you won't have any hesitation. You will be able to stand solid and strong on whatever decision that this is for you, okay? All right, Pisces, so you're a very intelligent sign. You evaluate, also use your intuition. You're also a very intuitive sign, and then make the moves, because you're also a very go with the flow, and you adapt to change rather well, okay? You're one of the few signs that do. You go with the flow. All right, so I love you, Pisces, and you got this. Make the necessary changes, and when you do, you'll feel right about it. You'll know it. Just trust that energy, okay? I love you. Bye. Up next, we have Cappy. I asked y'all to check in, and y'all didn't check in. And they damn Capricorn said nothing. And that's all right. That's all right. I still love y'all, though. Y'all are probably at work. Y'all probably don't even watch. Y'all be working. So at 1:04:30, we have Pisces. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I'm trying to get into your energy, Cappy. Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Nope. Not Moon, not Venus. Capricorn, if I can get you out and get you in here. Capricorn, Sun and Rising. Capricorn, Sun and Rising. Thank you for being here. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading, and we are asking Spirit for a positive and accurate message for you. Capricorn, your Jupiter in Taurus story has been sweet. Jupiter has been inspiring you in many ways, maybe by bringing a new hobby or ways to express your creativity. As Jupiter goes retrograde, you might doubt your creation process. That's okay, as long as you don't quit. Alternatively, a lover from the past could suddenly reappear, which in that case might be good to wait for Jupiter to go direct to truly rekindle. Yeah, you don't want to, and that sucks. While certain planets are in retrograde, it's not advised that you rekindle any situations because they may tend not to last, especially with this current retrograde, coupled with not one but two Mercury retrogrades we will roll through during this period. Okay? So, all right. So, Cappy. Cappy. Let's see. Cappy, Sun and Rising. Cappy, Sun and Rising. We have the Three of Coins and the Four of Wands. So you're at the top of your game and you got new opportunities. It's showing the Eight of Cups. Now the Eight of Cups is an energy of movement, but everybody goes, "Oh, the Eight of Cups is walking away." Yeah, the person is walking away from the Eight of Cups because look, they're full, they're stacked neatly, and they're going uphill. They're going on a willing journey. They've done all they can with these cups. They've arranged them neatly. They're all full. They're all cared for. The cups are all clean and pretty. And that's all that they can do there. They've done and they've benefited all they can from said situation. They're going to look for the 8 and the 10th cup. They got other things to accomplish in the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is not always about walking away, which it is, leaving things behind, but it's also about upgrading. It's about raising the stakes. It's about going off to find that ninth cup and then that 10th cup. It's about growth. It's about growth because we walk away from things that no longer serve us. Hey, Peter, how you doing, love? So with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands as your cards on the deck or your message, this is saying that you're at the top of your game. You're at the best that you can be. You are where you need to be, and you're moving on to where you need to go. And there are great new opportunities that await you, and you will be fine and you will handle them with the greatest of ease because you yourself are deserving of those new opportunities and you are at the top of your game, okay? And for some of you, the Four of Wands, if you're looking at business aspect, it is a new opportunity to be celebrated. But if you're looking at this from a romantic aspect, it is my twin flame, soulmate, and love marriage card, okay? All right. All right. You'll have to wait till the next chat, Peter. You know the rules. Up next, we have at 109.44. We have Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading. And it looks like you've been extremely busy at work with exciting projects and a million things to do. It's been great to be productive, but there's a chance it's also been a lot of work. Jupiter retrograde means the deadlines aren't as tough or demanding, which gives you the opportunity to catch a break. As you adopt a slower pace of life, try adopting better habits, as doing so will boost your sense of well-being. All right. So, overhaul your habits. Overhaul your habits. All right, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the overall energy for you. You have the Temperance card. You've been the only one so far to show up in your own reading. The Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, and then you have the Moon card, which is Pisces energy. It talks about hitting feelings and things being done. So you need to heal the things that you've been hiding. Basically, the Knight of Swords talks about discussing things and talking about things. So if there's things you've been hiding, emotions you've been suppressing, and you've been feeling some kind of way, but you haven't been telling anybody, then you need to talk to somebody. You need to get those things off your chest. You need to reveal those things. You need to tell somebody how you feel and get it out there and discuss it. Get yourself a clinical psychologist. Get yourself an actual psychiatrist, a counselor, a member of clergy, a spiritual advisor. Do what you need to do, but get it out there. Find someone you trust, a friend, a family member, and get it off your chest. Or maybe if it's about a person, a place, or a thing, you be open and honest about what it is and how you feel about the given situations, okay? All right, Saggy, quit sitting on your feelings, quit holding stuff in, quit bottling it up. Speak on it, say it, get it out there. That's the way to work on healing. That is the way to work on healing, okay? That's the way to handle things, is to actually handle them, not just bury them, because they can tend to resurface. Okay? All right. Like a poorly flushed condom. Let me, Gemini and 11225. 11225. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is Gemini, Sun and Rising, not Venus, not Moon, Sun and Rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading, and we're asking Spirit for a positive and accurate message for my, hold on, I didn't even pull up, let me pull up your, do the work, Gemini. This retrograde will prompt you to get rid of the baggage you have been holding on to for too long. Find a spiritual practice that works for you. Set yourself up to remove any negative self-talk that might be lurking in the background of your mind. By doing this, you'll be setting yourself up for success in 2024, which is when Jupiter will visit your sign again. So, in other words, clean it up now, and then next year you'll be all right, but you got some stuff to clean up in the current energy. So sweep, 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 and make sure it's clean for next year. Handle it now, and then you'll be able to benefit next year. This is like somebody coming by and saying, no, you're not ready now. Try again next time. Get it together and come back again. All right. The Empress card. The Empress card is the overall energy for you. The Empress card is Taurus energy. And it talks about new beginnings. And it's also my mommy and baby mama nurturing, mothering, loving card, okay? As you see here, it's got a madre of some kind. I won't try to name it because I don't know for sure. We have the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, and then we have the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So the destiny that you deserve is on the horizon. Your hopes and wishes or dreams are granted. They shall be granted unto you, and you have to first of all do the work toward manifesting them, because prayer or manifestation without work is pointless, first of all. And it is what you deserve. That is a karmic return. So it is what you deserve, and you will get what you deserve, but you have to handle what you need to handle and do what you need to do in the first place. You have to actually, like I said, not just sit there and pray or manifest, but put in the action and the work toward it in order to see it through to fruition. All right? You got this, Gemini. Go for yours. You shall have it if you want it, but you got to get prepared for it ahead of time. Okay? All right. I love you. Bye-bye. All right. So up next at 1:15:27, we have Libra. 1:15:27. We have Libra, Sun, Moon. Nope. I'm trying, y'all. Libra, Sun and Rising. Libra, Sun and Rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading. It's so hard to say something different when you're used to saying what you're used to saying. For real, for real. So since the spring, you have been transforming like never before. It's almost been like getting a master's degree in life. However, as Jupiter goes retrograde, you'll be called to ask yourself if this personal growth is sustainable. This is especially true when it comes to financial wealth. Spirituality is also very heightened for you now and will help you process everything that has taken place in your life, for the past 5 months. So you need to find some spirituality and embrace it, because all work and all logic, it makes you got to have some of everything. You have to have a balance of spirituality and practicality in your energy. You can't just be all black and white. There's got to be some grays and some pinks and some blues and some reds thrown up in there. You have to paint with every color of the spectrum. And if you only see in black and white, if you're colorblind, that's got to be pretty damn boring. So let's get your reading, Libra. All right, the Lover's card. The Lover's card, that is soulmate, divinely guided soulmate energy. If you're looking at this as a love read, and if it is not, it's also Gemini energy, and it is also needing to make a passionate decision if you're not looking at it from the love aspects. Hey, K Banks, and no, I have not done Scorpio yet. The Five of Wands and then the Page of Wands. So basically, this is basically like saying you're your own worst enemy, and that you need to make a decision or make some decisions on how to finish improving your own life or what is left, because you may have, you know how you accomplish a lot and then you still feel slightly unfulfilled. It's that type of feeling or that type of energy that I'm feeling here. So you have to figure out how to meet, and usually where that little space is left is where there's a blank for something. Be it love, because I know people that have focused career, and then they get to the end of that career and they didn't grab a husband, they didn't grab a wife, they didn't grab no children, they didn't do none of that. They just worked, and then they're sitting there after the work is done and they're trying to figure out, well, dang, what's missing? There's a little more to life than that. There's a little more to life to that. So this is a fill in the blank, whatever the blank is for you type of reading. All right, Libra, I love you. You got this. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. And up next at 1:18:45, we have Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun and Rising. Scorpio, Sun and Rising. This is your Jupiter retrograde reading, Scorpio. We're asking Spirit for a positive and accurate message. Reevaluate. Jupiter in Taurus has brought you newer and more lucrative partnerships. As it goes retrograde, there might be a need to reevaluate them. Don't be afraid to redraw the boundaries or change the initial commitments that you made. In fact, doing so will allow you to grow closer together. Once Jupiter goes direct, if you recently got married, engaged, or spiritual practices can unite you at a soul level. All right, so they're saying meditate with your person. Go to church with your person. Where two or more gather in their name. You know who that is. I don't follow that person, but you know what I'm talking about. Do that. Gather. Meditate, research, study, do your rituals, set your altars up, pull your candles out, get grounded, go skinny dipping in the water, and bond with the earth and Mother Gaia and the moonlight. Do a cleansing ritual at the beach at night. Just do, those things. All right. All right, Scorpio. You got 3 cards. Sorry, y'all had to be special. Y'all just had to be special. Who is this? Kay? Kay, you brought some special energy through here. Scorpio been the only ones all night to pop 3 cards when I'm asking for 2. Just had to bring some special energy through here. The 4 of Coins is the overall energy for you. So this is holding on to something. I'll keep holding on the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Coins, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Coins. Okay, so this would it look like. Um, you need to focus on, or you need to, like exactly what it's saying, whatever it is, you need to find something to bring you focus. You need to find something to bring you balance. You need to find something to help you strengthen, keep, or hold on to a situation. This could be love, like mentioned in the information, but it could also be a job, or a home, or a life, or a career, or a family, or a person, or a friendship. This could go for anything. You apply it and take it how it resonates in your life. But this is doing what you need to do in order to make that happen, to make that work. People are too quick to throw in the towel and say they're done with something or they're done with someone, instead of saying, you know what, let's not give up. You know what, let's pray about it. You know what, let's manifest change. You know what, let's talk to spirit about it. You know what, let's build a love altar to our family, to our love, to our relationship. That works. To build a love altar with you and your person, it helps to grow. Put the altar up. You put the altar up. You put the and you say to your person or your spouse or your mate or whoever, baby, I want you to put anything on this altar that means something to you in regard to our relationship. It could be a piece of jewelry that they gave you. The pictures that they meant. Because I've had pictures. I have one picture of me and my ex that he would look at that picture and he'd go, oh, my hair looked horrible in that picture. I hate that picture. And I'd be like, yes, but look how you're looking at me. I love that picture. And or other things about pictures, like I was outside a lot that summer. I'm burnt. I'm super dark. I love that picture. Look how you were kissing me. Look, you know what I'm saying? Put the things up there that mean value to you, and it helps you learn about a lot about that person. And just simple things, you'll be surprised at what simple things meant something to someone. I have a stuffed animal right now that my kid's father gave me, and every time I see that stuffed animal, it's in storage, but every time I see that stuffed animal, I think about him, and I think about the good things, even though it went bad. And maybe had we embraced more of the good things instead of using the bad things to say, you know what, I'm leaving, then maybe we could have made it happen or made it work. But we were young and things get hard. But the thing is to, when things get hard, to find a way to say, because it's a choice. It's a choice every day to choose to stay. It's a choice every day to choose to love that person. It's a choice every day to choose to have that person be a part of your energy and be a part of your life. And to choose to say, you know what, no, we're going to keep this. We're going to fight for this. We're going to maintain this. We're going to make this work. We're going to make this happen. So you have to choose, and you have to stand on said decision. And you have to find sometimes external tools in order to help it happen and make it work and make it stick. So do what you got to do, whether it's to build an altar together, whether it's to take a vacation together, whether it's to pray, whether it's to manifest, whether it's to just commit more time to being naked together, bath together. Because there was also a time where my masculine and my I had a twin flame, my twin flame and I, we had one specific place that had a really big tub, and so the shower was like a really big shower area. Like it was a garden tub, but the shower was in the tub, and so it was big. And so we would take a shower together like every day. Every night we would take a shower together, and it was like a ritual. And it's like when we let go of and when we stopped doing certain things together, I felt and I sensed a shift and a change in our relationship and our connectedness. So you have to incorporate rituals and patterns and beliefs into your life that draw you together and bond you together and keep you together. And you got to stick to those things, and you got to stick with each other. So do what you got to do, Scorpio. Make it happen. Make it work. Make it last. I love you. I think that was the best message of the night. I really do. All right. Up next, we have, last but not least, my Taurians at 125.30. Taurus, 125.30. This is your Jupiter retrograde energy check. And you're welcome, Kay. Um, Taurus, sun and rising. Taurus, sun and rising. We are asking for a positive and accurate message for you for your Jupiter retrograde energy check. Since May 16th, when Jupiter entered your sign, you have been expanding and growing in many ways and directions. Growth takes time and effort. So doing so during during this retrograde, you can recuperate your energy, figuring out which projects to focus on and which ones to ditch is also a good move during these months. If you have gained some weight, which is very likely, it's time to focus on losing it. Oh my. Well, they say that. They say as you get wealthier, at first you tend to gain weight because you have the money to buy and eat what you want to buy and eat. I had that problem. I did. And then the job that I had, not only that, but I was the cook. So when you can cook your own food somewhere, I just had to have somebody ring me up at the morning when it was time for me to go home. But boy, if I can make my own food, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I gained some weight. And it was during COVID. I grab my food. I go from work to home, eat, sleep, and repeat. And so, yeah. All right, you got to give me my, 5 minutes and I'll get you something to drink, okay? Let me finish this sign. You have to swallow what's in your mouth first. Ew. All right, so all right, so okay. All right, Taurus, we have the overall energy for you is the King of Coins, the Nine of Coins, and the Six of Wands. Yes. So your energy has been growing. Your wealth and abundance has been growing. It's going to continue to grow, and just let it grow and just enjoy it, and you deserve it, and you keep working hard, and you keep doing what you got to do for you. And so whatever it is that you need to focus on, and you've been overindulging a little bit, because Taurus will curl up. I'll be fussing at y'all. Y'all will grab a whole cheesecake, a fork, a throw, hit the couch, and turn on some TV and be happy. You don't need nothing else. You don't need anybody else. Y'all just be good. Okay, so Taurus, work on whatever it is that you need to clean up if you've gotten a little bit comfortable or a lot bit comfortable, or y'all are the sign of comfort. So just get outside your comfort zone and kind of try to rein it in and get a grip on some of the extravagant habits that you have acquired over the past few months or so, okay? But other than that, it looks like y'all are doing great, okay? All right, this has been your Jupiter retrograde reading. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. Remember that this read was meant to be read from your sun sign and your your sun sign and your rising sign vantage point. There will be a link in the comments. You must know your time of birth in order to establish your sun sign, so check that out. All right, I love you guys. Ask your parents, get your birth certificates. There's also the general information about the read at the beginning of the video. I love you guys. Thank you so very much. And about all the other planets that are in retrograde, there is also an astrological update and read for each and every one of those. If you go to playlists, on my playlist on the home page, and find astrological updates, and you shall see it there. I love you. Bye.